guys. Hi. We'll wait a second till more of you show up. I hope everyone's having a nice Friday. Thank you so much for spending it with me. Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? We'll just give it a couple more minutes and then we'll get going. Oh yeah, nice. Father's Day. Are you heading, are you like traveling to see your dad or zooming in? Oh, nice. Congrats. That's so exciting. All right, guys. Well, I guess we will go ahead and get started. I'll just tell you a little bit about me. I'm Praveen. I'm an actor and a writer. I live in LA. I live in Venice. I live by the beach, but unfortunately, it hasn't been really that nice out. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping I'll get a chance to get some sun this weekend, but we will see how it goes. Can you guys all hear me well? Give me a little heart or a thumbs up if the volume's okay. Great. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. I feel so honored. It's Verishop's second birthday. I'm a Pisces, so I love my birthday. I get very excited about birthdays. So it feels like a good time just to tell you all, if you haven't heard yet, they will be doing beauty specials and fashion specials all week. One of the specials that we're offering right now is 15% off beauty. So if you shop anytime during this show and 30 minutes after, you'll get 15% off, and it should all be marked on the products down here. Yeah, we'll get kind of right to it. I'm doing beauty travel essentials today. You know, I think like all of us, we've all been pretty cooped up, but as the world is kind of reopening, our schedules are filling up. It's funny, like in the last 2.5 months, I've already traveled 3 times. So I feel like I'm starting to kind of get back into the flow. I live in LA. So, my first trip was to San Francisco, which felt like a good entree point. It was an hour. Then I flew home to Texas, which was 3 hours. And then last weekend, I flew to Boston for my fiance's cousin's wedding. So it was 6 hours. So I feel like now I've kind of like worked my tolerance and my way back up. And I kind of have this down to a science. And I tested all the products, so I can actually speak from experience today. I did a bit of a purge too, like last year during COVID. I threw away so much of my old makeup that I just hadn't used, and it was kind of heartbreaking because there were some really nice things that just had expired. But it's really made me kind of consider and think about what I'm using, what I'm traveling with. Like, makeup's fun, definitely play around. I think that you should be able to have blue eyeshadow and wear purple lipstick, but it's also really good to have like your essentials that you can turn to. I'm someone who like never checks a bag. I like to like get on the plane, get off, go. So having everything with me that'll make me feel cute and sort of like I can kind of keep my act together is really important to me. I always just take a carry-on. So having a good makeup bag is important to me. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the well-insulated makeup bag. I never thought about my makeup bag truly. Like, it felt like not really something I would worry about, like how I spent my money, well, that's a lie. I remember always begging my mom for like a really fancy designer one. And as you can see, I have darker skin. So I wear highly pigmented stuff. So if anything breaks in my makeup case, it's game over. And then bacteria is a whole other thing. Like, actually, if you're watching this, I'm going to clean up my makeup brushes this weekend. So maybe set a reminder to do the same. I'm sure it's been a while since you've done it. So I never really thought about it. I would use like a bag that just, either I got gifted when I bought some makeup or that came with like my swimsuit. And this bag I thought was really interesting. So Well Insulated was founded by a woman. I believe her story is she worked in finance and she traveled a lot for work. Sorry, it's a little reflective. So if it's glaring, let me know. She traveled a lot for work and she went on a business trip to South Carolina, somewhere very hot, very, very, yes, love female founders. I actually think all of the products today that I'm going to be talking about are female founded. I'll clarify in a second, but I'm pretty sure. But we love supporting our women in business. So she was on this business trip. She had a lot of products that were like liquid based, oil based, and most of them melted in the heat. So she got to thinking, like, how can we solve this? And it's cool. I think she worked with, I actually wrote this down because I thought it was so interesting. Oh yeah. With thermal aerospace engineers. Like, go figure, right? I always think it's cool when people find like an intersection of science and beauty because it works and it's worth the money and it's worth the product. So she came up with this design. There are a couple different products and I've actually linked them all, but this is just the beauty pouch. This is perfect for a weekend away. You can put like all of your minis in it. It has a nice structure too, so it's not like this kind of like blobby amorphous bag. Like it stands up. So if you're like doing your makeup in the car, you're doing your makeup on a flight, it sits, it's sturdy, it holds everything in. Your liquids can stay upright. They're not going to get like topsy-turvy in there. It's really light for how well designed it is. It's not like this big steel heavy thing. So it regulates temperature. That's the main benefit of it. I do this thing, like I live in LA, so I go to Palm Springs often and it's really hot in the desert. Check in for a staycation, check in at 3, you're out of your room by noon, but you want to hang out by the pool. And last summer, that was one of the things my fiance and I kept doing. We kept driving out there, but it was like 100 degrees in July and my sunblock melted. Forget about my face makeup. Like I'd throw all of that away. This way you can sit by the pool. Don't have to, oh goodness, running away. You don't have to, put your bag in your car, or like ask them if you can leave it in the lobby. Like it keeps everything safe. It's also great if you travel with medication or vitamins. Like I carry so many vitamins when I travel. My dad actually has glaucoma and I'm thinking about getting him one of these because he carries like 4 or 5 different eye drops with him and he travels all the time. And this is supposed to keep it, temperature regulated. Also, if you use, oh, absolutely, of course, my apologies. Can you see it? And I'll show you the inside too. So it's got an aluminum lining. And I was actually going to show you guys, it's aluminum because it's very easy to clean. So if you have a spill, instead of a fabric bag where you'd have to wash it, and even then, oh yes, oh sorry guys, let's see. There. Is it showing? There we go. Can you see it now? Awesome. And in my collection, I actually listed not just the beauty bag, but the pouch and a tech case too. So it works for electronics. So if you're traveling somewhere where you're going to have your laptop, and you don't want to leave it in the car, I recommend checking that out. So see, it cleans so nicely. It doesn't have, you don't get any like residue. You don't get any liquid. It also has this little pouch in here. I use toner, like I'm a toner fanatic. I have a different toner for day, a different toner for night. I use cotton pads. I use gauze pads at night. I don't have to now put it in a little Ziploc. I can just put it in there and it keeps it nice and safe. The zipper is also waterproof. So think of it like a Yeti for beauty, which is cool. Like, do you ever think you're going to need a Yeti for beauty? No, but people now have mini fridges for their beauty. So why not like take something on the road with you as well? So it's nice and clean. There's no leak. It's a great bag and it fits everything really easily. I used to have like a separate bag for my beauty stuff and my makeup, and I can fit most of it in travel size in here with no problem at all. So if you're just tuning in, I was just talking about Well Insulated. Again, like I said, I've linked it in my collections after this. I'm presenting it right now, but if you go to my collections after, you can shop the whole collection. I have the pouch, I have the tech case for your laptop, which is awesome. Again, female founded company, keeps your makeup nice and safe, keeps your beauty products, especially if you have retinol or vitamin C. This is like a game changer for you. The next product we are going to talk about is Kosas mascara. Let me find that for you. 1 second. There we go. So I believe Verishop is currently sold out of the mini version, which is a shame because it's very cute. And who doesn't love a mini? Everything's much cuter when it's very small. But I did link to the big version. It is on sale right now. So it's a great, I know it's like always nicer to try a mini version, but you get 15% off. And it's an effective product. I'm actually going to put it on for you. But Kosas is another female founded company. The owner is actually LA based as well. Natural mascara is really tough. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I did a big purge early in COVID. had pared down my beauty routine so much. I wasn't wearing makeup as much, you know, with the Zoom filter where you can like fix your appearance. Like, kind of took care of a little bit too. So I tossed out a lot of my old makeup and I tried to go as natural as possible. I like to do sort of like, you know, like your diet, like 80-20, like 80% virtuous, 20% like do whatever you want. I think it's nice to just know what you're putting on your face and absorbing in your skin, especially with your eyes. Like I wear contacts. I know this is gross, but like I was really prone to conjunctivitis as a kid. I was like a dirty little kid, I guess. And I have sensitive eyes. It's allergy season in LA. It's like we survived the pandemic and now like pollen is just killing everyone. But this mascara is amazing. I was watching an interview with the founder, and you guys should definitely check her out. She's remarkable. She's also like stunning. So everything she uses, I'm like, I have to get. She really spent a lot of time studying mascara. It's like there's so much silicone and so much unnecessary product that goes in. So she loaded it up with just the best of the best. I believe she has castor oil in it, which, you know, I always heard growing up is great for growth. Like I've been trying to put some on my eyebrows. It's like, is anyone happy with their eyebrows? I feel like my eyebrows are never the way I want them to look. So she loaded up with castor oil, and it's actually supposed to nourish your lashes in between like the growth cycle. So, you know, like your lashes slough off, and this sort of keeps them nice and healthy at the base. There's beeswax, which is what gives it its nice heft. So you get that lovely, like lush look with lashes, which I think with clean mascara can be tough. You get a lot of lengthening, which is great, but you want that like dramatic look as well. And vitamin B, which, you know, we love our vitamins. You can't go wrong. So I'll put it on one eye. Sorry if I get really close. If I freak anyone out, I apologize. I'll put it on one eye just so you can see it. And then I'll show you the brush. Okay. So it goes in nicely like that. And you can just instantly see. I did curl my lashes before, just so you know. And then I really like to load it on. Mascara is kind of a non-negotiable for me. I love my lashes to look nice and lush, and, you know, make you look a little more alive. Okay, so there. You can see the difference. I mean, this really pops. It's like my whole side of my face is nice and lifted. And it has this awesome curved brush. So even if you don't curl your lashes, it like the curve mimics the shape of your eyes. So you don't have to like wiggle it in there. It's you know, it gets in there naturally. You don't have to like push it around. All right, now I'll do this side as well. But yeah, Kosas is a really great brand. I definitely encourage checking them out. One of the other products that they have that I love is the tinted skin oil. I just love products that have like skincare benefits to it too, because then you feel a little better about wearing it all day. You feel like you're masking the stuff you don't want or enhancing the stuff that you do like, and you are nourishing and taking care of your skin as well. All right, one little lash load. Oh, goodness. I'll get better at that. But yeah, so show it to you again. For anyone just tuning in, this is the Kosas Big Clean Volumizing Mascara. Great brand, LA based. Sorry guys, I am so klutzy today. I apologize. Maybe I had too much coffee. So I'll demonstrate putting it in there. All right. My next thing, oh, you know what? This is a great time. I should just reiterate if anyone is tuning in. Again, like I said, Verishop, second birthday, big birthday. They're in their terrific twos, and there are all kinds of deals this week. I believe the specials go until the 26th, so you have until Wednesday. And the deals are on beauty, 15% off, especially anything that you shop here. You'll get 15% off 30 minutes after, and 25% off for fashion. I believe it is applicable to certain brands. I'll definitely double check. I definitely look at it, but the code is birthday in all caps. All right. Final thing that we are going to look at is this Lila B Divine Duo. And let me switch that for you. There we go. So Lila B Divine Duo Lip and Cheek Pigment. I'm really big, if you're traveling, like minis are where it's at. You know, you want stuff that's multifunctional, anything that's going to be able to go on your lips, your cheeks, your eyes. Anything that's doing double duty is always great. It's less space in your bag. It's just going to be easier for you to tote around. So Lila B is another female-founded company. So I was right. All of them today are female-founded. I believe the owner was actually New York based, and she moved to LA, or she moved to the West Coast. And so she also wanted to par it down. The other thing that comes with clean beauty, like I said, if you're just joining in, a big thing for me this year or post-COVID was just paring down my beauty drawer, getting rid of anything that didn't work, and trying to go as natural as possible. Again, balance, always key, but if I could, use as much natural ingredients as I could, that's kind of what I was leaning towards. She just found that I think with natural beauty, sometimes there can be a little bit of like a stigma of it, like being a little crunchy or a little like kind of maybe not looking as luxurious as some of their more, non-natural, I don't know what the term necessarily is, counterparts. So she really, really sought out to create a product that felt as luxe as it was good for you. And you can't feel it, obviously. Sorry. There we go. You can't feel it, but it has heft to it. Like, it's a really beautiful product, and it's tiny. It's the size of a quarter. So you can put this in your jeans. You can put it in your purse. Like, it's not going to leak. It's really sturdy. And the color I chose today is Be Fearless. It's a really bright red, and I'll put it on in a second and show you. Red lipstick was kind of like my foray into beauty. When I was little, I was obsessed with Gwen Stefani, like obsessed with her. I thought she was so beautiful, and I loved that she always rocked that big red lip. And as soon as I was old enough to like really wear lipstick, that was the first thing that I bought. Like, I invested in a really nice red lipstick, to the point where like I was like rocking up to school with like these big red lips. Probably was so ridiculous, but I got everywhere. And like in a pencil, it's hard because it's like the shavings are red. It's super highly pigmented. It's getting everywhere. When my fiance and I first started dating, I cannot even tell you how many of his clothes I ruined. Like his shirt collar, like he's much taller than me. So like if I reached up for a smooch, it would like get all over him and ruined all of his collars. This is not going to leak. It's like really, really, really well designed. So can't go wrong with that. So now I will put some on. I will say this color is highly, highly pigmented. So if you are fair skinned, it is going to be very, very bright on the cheek. It's gorgeous. It's definitely going to give you like a nice flushed look. But it might be a better option as a lip color. And I think a red lip looks so gorgeous on every skin tone, even if you're like super porcelain to having like the most luminous, like very, very dark skin. I think it's such a pretty color to like such a pretty pop of color. But the product does come in 2 or 3 other shades. There's like a really gorgeous mauve and a really beautiful peach. So you have some options. So there you go. And it's super subtle, and it's nice too because it feels really creamy, but it goes on nice and matte. And like, I love a glowy makeup look, but I've always loved a nice matte lip. Maybe it's because I have like a lip gloss hanger from like being really young and just wearing so much gloss, and like I had very long hair that always got caught in it. But having a nice matte lip just looks a little more elegant. It's nice too when you have super, like, I like to do a dewy face look. So then if you like, you do a dewy face look with gloss, it can be a lot. So this gives you, kind of just tones it down, and it's really, really buildable. And it feels so creamy on like your finger and on your lip. It doesn't feel drying. I know matte formulas can feel super, super drying sometimes. And it is also, since it's all natural, it is like the Kosas mascara, loaded with great ingredients. It's got coconut oil, so it's super hydrating, very moisturizing. It's got aloe, it's got agar, so you really can't go wrong with that. And I'm actually going to show you another product. I believe it is sold out, but I do want to show it to you because I am a fanatic of this. RMS Beauty, Rosemary Swift, she is Giselle's makeup artist. So anything she says, I'm like, okay, I'm listening. But this stuff is the brand is so natural. Like you could, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could eat it. That's how, like, it doesn't have any chemicals in it at all. And this one, if you like the Lila B blush and lip duo, this is an awesome option for your bronzer. I'll do a little highlight just to show you. It can look a little ruddy in the pot, but then you get it on here and it just gives you like this really, really beautiful glow. And this one's great too on like as a little eyeshadow, just to give you a little definition, you know, put a little bit underneath. And again, it's got this lovely, it's also pretty coconut oil based. So it has like that lovely kind of slip, and it has that really beautiful, just like nourishing emollient texture. And it settles in, it just feels nice. Like this is a must have when I'm traveling anywhere warm. God, sorry guys, I keep pushing it the wrong way. This is a must have. Like, there we go. I guess the light's blinding it, but can't go wrong with the RMS. Do you guys have any questions for me? I know I kind of blew through that, but we have some extra time and I would love to answer any questions. Again, I've used all of these products, so I'm happy to talk about them a little bit more. I can, if there's anything you want to see again, I'm happy to pop it up, but please don't be shy. The lip color is Be Fearless, which is the shade, and it's Lila B. I'm going to show it back on here. Give me one sec. I'll pop it back up so you can take a look at it. Oh. Huh. It is no longer in here. I apologize. Let me see. It's going to be, I'm so sorry, it'll be in my collection. So if you go to my page after this, you can shop it from my collection. But it's this really gorgeous red. And since you are asking so nicely, I'll put some more on. And again, I'm like, if you've been watching since before, you've now seen how much I've put on. It's not cakey. It's not like drying, because I feel like lip texture sometimes can get so drying and cloying and like your lips feel like they've been like saran wrapped a little bit. But this is really nice and keeps your lips really nice and moisturized. Does anyone else have any other questions? Well, guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much again for joining in. This was so much fun. I know it's Friday, so I hope you guys have plans. Before you go out, though, you have 30 minutes to shop the collection. 15% off all beauty, and then there's 25% off all fashion. The sale is going on until Wednesday, I believe, the 26th. And it is Verishop's second birthday, so they're great deals on everything. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Definitely look at the well-insulated stuff, especially if you're traveling, guys. It's all happening. Like, people are getting on flights. You're going from super hot weather to super like temperate weather. Humidity is another one. I think I grew up in Houston, and I keep my makeup like in the shower in hotel bathrooms where it's so just like wet and sticky. And then all my makeup gets like totally, you know, just like disintegrates, or like there's like moisture and everything. So definitely check it out. And thank you guys all for tuning in. If you have, I'm going to ask one last round. Does anyone have any more questions before we end? All right, guys. Well, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks again. And hopefully you guys will tune in next week. Friday, it is going to be, let me see if I can do the math, the 28th, and I'll be doing travel skincare essentials. So we did beauty this week, but I always find beauty is a lot easier to take care of and to apply when you take good care of your skin. So we'll talk about that next week. And after that, you'll be a pro. You'll be ready to go anywhere. So you just need to book a ticket and make it happen. Bye.